time for our weekly segment dedicated to the kids in your life. Every week, Karen Coltrane, the CEO and president of the Children's Museum of the Lowcountry, is here with activities the whole family will love. Welcome back, Karen.
Thanks for having me.
Great to have you here. We're gearing up for a big couple weeks here in the Lowcountry.
That's right.
Lots of family-friendly events coming up, guys.
Yeah, well, it's spring break season,
yes.
So everybody here is doing stuff and in town, and so happily we have two big events this weekend that we can talk about.
Yeah.
One, selfishly, the Children's Museums, but the first one I wanted to start out with was the family weekend at Credit One Stadium. So that's going on Saturday and Sunday, free for kids. Adults are $10, and you can go on the website and figure that out, but lots of fun. Getting kids physical, which is kind of what we're talking about today, ties in nicely with creativity, so it'll be a good event. I know it's going to be crowded, but probably worth checking out.
Yeah, this seems so much fun. Of course, we know that this is leading, the Credit One Open is starting this weekend on Daniel Island, so this is a way to get the whole family involved in that, and then all Credit One Open week long. There will also be some kid-friendly events at that event as well, so we'll be talking about that a little bit more next week. So this is a great way to
kick it off and get the kids excited about the tournament. We're fortunate to have it in our community.
Yeah, now last week, Reagan got to have the time of her life out there.
Yes, she did.
I was losing it watching her in that giant ball, having fun at the Children's Museum. So Moonbounce Mania is coming up this weekend.
That's right. It's this weekend on Saturday. There it is, from 10 to 4. And if you're a member of the museum, you get in at 9 o'clock. We'll give you a little breakfast, and you get to start the fun early. But a day of bouncing, a day of all things kind of moon and space, and lots of cool activities. And as you see, my staff is a little bit enthusiastic about getting in costume. So there'll be aliens and space people, and
we'll be playing mini golf and stuff.
That's right.
Around.
A lot of fun.
Yeah, what has the response been like to the new outdoor space?
Very strong and very positive. We're still doing construction, but you could see the murals behind Reagan the other day that are going in, and that were donated to us. They're done by David Boatwright, who's already putting murals on the John Street side and the Ann Street side. So we're becoming a showcase for his lovely art. And but art and creativity and physical is literally what I'm talking about, and it's what the museum's all about, because that's what early childhood is all about.
Yeah, and that's your parenting tip of the week, right?
It is. It's there. I keep finding these studies I always want to share with everybody, but the connection between physical activity and creativity in children is just overwhelmingly strong, and we're seeing that. And it's not always something you think about, because you might have a child that's very artsy, might not be physical. You might have, like I did, a young man raised that was very physical, didn't think of himself as artsy, but the two actually come together and enhance each other. And so I just wanted to make that point for parents. If you've got a child that's strong one way or the other, there are ways to incorporate both, and the research is showing that it enhances both. Creativity requires what we call divergent thinking, being able to see things from different angles. Physical activity also requires the same skill set, so they multiply when you can put them together.
I know this is so crazy you're talking about this, because my mom and I were mentioning this last night, because they never said no to activities for us. So they said, okay, you want to go play softball, we'll bring you to softball practice after choir practice, or like we were always running back and forth between the the physical activity types of things, the artistic activities. So this is good. This is good. That I mean, I'm telling you, it does go together in some way. So
mind body, the connection is there, and people don't always think about it in that way, but little things that parents can do if you have a child that's particularly artsy and you want to get more physical movement. We just installed one of these in the art room at the museum, but if you put up on the wall a big canvas, like big paper, it makes the child move, right? And you can incorporate physical activity in art things. Same with if your child is very physical, you can lean into that. And so, for example, have them create an obstacle course, right? That they could make them think about, what could I put in the way? What could I do? Because I'm always perpetually moving, and get them to work through that. So there's ways that you can tweak the play as the adult. You're the coach, right? So you can kind of encourage that, and just like I said, this point is just to give parents that awareness that if you've got a child, and they tend to lean one way or the other, but you can tweak it and enhance their creativity. Because when people say, oh, I'm just not creative, they are. Every human is creative. It's just whether or not it's been fostered or developed. So make sure you foster it in development, because we need as many creative thinkers as we can get in the world.
Definitely. We're thinking a little bit out of the box.
That's right.
But parents can do it. Parents
But
can
you
do
need to
anything.
climb out of it too.
Yes, you do.
Yep. So if you want to bounce and have lots of fun this weekend, we'll show you how at the Children's Museum, but make sure you're extending that sort of thinking throughout the play that you engage with kids.
Yep, definitely. Karen, thank you so much for this. As always, we'll see you back next week.
Great. Thank you.